My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Yes, ladies, your red-hatted husband won't know who you voted for unless you tell them. So cancel your MAGA husband's vote for Don Snollion at the polls, and the rest of us will push Kamala Harris over the finish line. Okay, so let's listen to this. I saw this, but I never listened to it. So that's a retweet of that. Okay, pause again. Women are asking if there is any way their husband can find out who they voted for. Only if you tell them, honey. Alright? So the thing is that I think the only thing that is public, I could be wrong, about your party affiliation, whether you're Democrat or Republican. That's it. They just your affiliation to the parties. I think that's it. That's public. But once you are in the voting booth, you could vote for anybody. You could vote for independent. You could vote for Republican. You could vote for Democrat. It doesn't matter. Okay? So let's listen to this here.
So I hear tell the women are asking if there's any way their husbands can find out who they voted for. Only if you tell them, honey. I mean, you never told them about how their best friend works with you all the time. You never told them about how their mother disclosed that hero of a daddy of his was a real horse's ass. And you never told them about how you know why they really got fired from this last. You can keep secrets. Keep this one.
Okay, I'll put it a little bit louder because it's very low. Okay, hey, I started this convo. So cool to see this. There was something that I saw. It sort of explained everything. Where did I see it? I hope it's on the list here. Okay, hey, I started this convo. So cool to see this. Why are you so ashamed of voting for Trump? Tell your better husband. She didn't say who's asking for what. Nobody needs to know who you vote for. Your vote is private. Harris 2024. Okay, the agenda. Okay, that's an ad. Okay, let me read what's there and then that's it. As an election worker, I've had to tell men on more than one occasion to step away from their wives while they were voting. They will play it off like she needs help. I will tell them that's my job and to go sit down. Okay, such a sad thing that women are afraid of their husband finding out who they voted for. These men don't deserve to have women in their lives if they are unsupportive of them having rights. There was a tweet that I saw. It's a video tweet where someone who was reading something from Reddit about how men are giving other men advice in terms of when they go on dates with women, what they're supposed to say, and it's like these people are no longer living their lives to the best of abilities. There has to be a blueprint for them to follow. Just like I always say about the royal family. There needs to be a blueprint for them to follow. Otherwise, they cannot live their life. People are so afraid of making mistakes. Instead, they rather listen to idiots who probably, who knows, their hands are their best friends in the basement on the couch. Or, I don't know. They stuck on social media listening to idiots telling them what to do. My ex is an immigrant with a green card in England and can't vote. He always used to try to tell me how to vote. What the hell? I told him it's a good thing he can't vote. Reason number 676. Why he's my ex. I didn't see that coming. My ex is an immigrant with a green card England and can vote. He always used to tell me how to vote. I told him it's a good thing he can vote with a number. Why is my ex? Okay, my dad was a racist, RW, jarhead from Alabama. I remember when my mom told me many years afterward that she voted for JFK but never told my dad. He thought she cast her vote like he told her to for Tricky Dick. There's that here. I love that she did that. Okay, my niece is married to a MAGA, and her husband boasted to me that they voted for Trump. When she and I were alone, I asked, "Did you really?" She shook her back. Oh, F no. Don't be scared, just vote. Alright, there's Harry Walls 2024. You are safe if you need to just happen to get a booth or machine not next to your spouse or partner, you do it. You can keep this secret and vote your way. We've got you. Okay, any woman afraid to tell her husband what she thinks and who she's voting for is in an abusive relationship. Just don't effing tell them. That's it. Or I don't know. Maybe if it gets to the point, just tell them what they want to hear and move on. Next tweet. Democrat 2016, when they go low, we go high. Democrat 2024, let's see here. There it is here. This is 2024. We will meme you into the ground. Okay, so she retweeted that. It's very clear the media has no idea how to deal with the new Democratic Party, which is completely on the offensive. They will learn. Welcome to Democrats going DEFCON 1 as they defend democracy. Okay. So that's a retweet. I'll go into that. My favorite so far. Oh Lord, he's treading. Okay, so that's an ad. It's about time. Yeah, yep. Didn't see that coming. Okay, thanks, Bat. Not a bat. Several people on this platform have met me in person. Aloha. There's that here. That's an ad. Okay, F yes. It's well past time that Democrats stop playing by rules GOP insists on while GOP plays by none. That is true. Okay, interviews without any pushback or fact-checking during the interview to easily become disinformation seminars, and journalists can do better. Okay, this is the thing here. Like I said, it doesn't take too long to ruin a generation. Look at since Trump was in office. The nonsense that's been going on. The lies, the disinformation. And he continues. That's the thing. He continues. The Lawrence O'Donnell video clip. First, I shared it on my community board. And then on one of my videos, I did not want to go over it because the video was slightly too long. And then yesterday, I went over it. Lawrence O'Donnell was very pissed off that Trump made a conference while he know very well he did that because he knows Kamala Harris was gonna do a rally, so to prevent people from watching her, and the media decided to only show the BS that Trump was fueling, and everything that he was saying was nonsense, nothing significant. And Lawrence O'Donnell was very pissed, mostly I think of the journalists who should know better and fact checked him and asked important questions, but they didn't. Okay, the same type of BS that's going on in the UK, it's over here already. Very few well-minded journalists still in the US. Okay, so, and I think now I'm seeing a lot of other journalists are creating their own platform. So it seems like this is what's going on now. We already have Katie Couric. She has a YouTube channel. She usually has some really good guests. That's what I mean. She usually have good guests she interviews. Okay, after nearly a decade, the Democrats have once again taken the gloves off and are now on the offense. The playing nice or being better approach has failed no more. And the other thing that I realized with the GOPs is that they don't really want to really interact with people or work with people. It's either their way or no way. This kind of thing. You see what's going on in the country since President Obama president. Now, because of whatever it is that goes in their head, instead of trying to make the country better, they rather destroy it. Just look at what's happening. You don't even need to hear me saying anything. Just look around. See if the things that they're doing is to make the country better. Majority of them prefer to destroy the country because they cannot get their way. So there's no reason to play nice with them anymore. They don't even want to interact with people. is either their way or no way. Totally, we definitely at the leave no doubt stage. Yes, go Team Democracy, go. Team, let's seize the momentum and organize our vote for November. Find out the first day that you can vote in your state and then bank your vote so Harris Walz can focus on others. Tell everyone you know to check their voter registration frequently and make a plan to vote. Yeah, I was seeing something as well. I don't think I shared this. I think it's a video where it's probably on YouTube. This guy, and I think it's in Texas, he just find out that he's on a list that his voter registration is something. He cannot vote or something. I forgot the full story. And then when the journalist was investigating more in terms of that particular organization put their name on, they went to look at their office. There was no office. They find a P.O. box, and where they're supposed to be located at, they were not there. Okay, so they have different, all sort of crazies who's creating organization, and then I don't know, how do they get to those information to send to you and remove your name from the list of, you won't be able to vote. Something needs to be done about that. Well, then again, it's in Texas. All right, so that's that. There's more. Let me leave that alone. So pretty much check your voter registration and make sure you are eligible to vote. Me, I never wait until the day of the election. I always try to do it early voting, so I could be done with that. I know my vote is cast and I'm done. Okay, next tweet. President Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. appreciation post. Okay, I think there were some other things. Okay, so she posted some old C-SPAN videos of President Biden talking about Juliani and other things. All right, 28 seconds. I think this one was talking about Juliani. He summed them up very well.
And the irony is Rudy Giuliani, probably the most underqualified man since George Bush to seek the presidency, is here talking about any of the people here. Rudy Giuliani. I mean, think about it. Rudy Giuliani, there's only three things he mentioned in a sentence, a noun and a verb and 9/11. I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. And I mean it sincerely. He is genuinely not qualified to be president.
He's spot on. That's all Juliani was using the 9/11 to boost his, and I'm glad the people saw through it. I mean, if the people of your own state then bother voting for you, you should know. Okay, can't forget this. 2 minutes and 19 seconds. So let's listen to that one.
What disturbs me more than the policy that you call a policy is the rationale for the policy. The rationale for the policy. You set out 4 principles that you adhere to, and then and I will go over them in a moment. Then you say on page 14, we must not become part of South Africa's problem. We must remain part of their solution. We must not aim to impose ourselves, our solutions, our favorites in South Africa. Damn it, we have favorites in South Africa. The favorites in South Africa are the people who are being repressed by that ugly white regime. We have favorites. Our loyalty is not to South Africa, it's to South Africans. And the South Africans are majority black, and they are being excoriated. It is not to some stupid puppet government over there. It is not to the Afrikaners regime. We have no loyalty to them. We have no loyalty to South Africa, to South Africans. And the fact of the matter is, I listen to this rationale.
That's the first time I'm listening to this. This is very telling. Wow. And this is the station I be telling you guys. In the US, if you don't have news, people who's telling you the truth, just go to C-SPAN. The thing is being played live for you to see with your own eyes without any editing. Alright, so let's continue.
Now, first of all, it is the leaders of South Africa and their people, black and white, who have the majority responsibility. They must rise to it. Well, they are rising to it. They're rising to it. The only thing left available to do with that repulsive, repugnant regime of Afrikaners there. And it's the only way they have. They've tried everything for the last 20 years. They begged, they borrowed, they crawled, and now they're taking up arms. The second thing, progress toward peace requires a timetable. Timetable, elimination of apartheid. What's our timetable? What are we saying to that repugnant regime? These people are being crushed. And we're sitting here with the same kind of rhetoric. The same thing we heard.
Senator, let me say that I hate to hear a senator of the United States calling for violence.
I'm not calling
That's
for violence.
what you're doing.
I hate
That is
to hear.
exactly what you're doing.
I hate to hear an administration and a Secretary of State refusing to act on a morally abhorrent point. I hate to hear this country. I'm ashamed that this country puts out a policy like this that says nothing. Nothing. It says continue the same. We put no timetable on. We make no specific demand. We don't set it down. I'm ashamed that's our policy. That's what I'm ashamed of. I'm ashamed of the lack of moral backbone to this policy.
Wow. I remember when Trump was president, and I saw somewhere, I don't know if it was, I think it was a video. No, it could have been something that I read, where some of the white Africans were asking Trump for help because of whatever issues that they were dealing with during Trump presidency. And this just reminded me of that. I think it was Reagan administration, 1986. I think it was Reagan administration. So the reason they didn't bother to do anything, because the government was white. It was running the country. So they felt it was in good hand to them. Okay, the racists were running the country. So there was no timetable. And that's back then Senator Biden was saying the people have begged, they do all sort of things, and yeah, we need to put a demand out there, because the Americans, their loyalty is not to a specific group, just the African in general. So I understand Biden very well. Okay, and did Rudy Giuliani presidential campaign right then and there. Facts. Yeah, I think so too. Right, there's this here. I actually cried for 2 days when he left the campaign. God bless him. I won't ever forget him and all he has done for us, for this country. The most selfless man, president and government. So let's not forget as well, if Kamala Harris and Waltz win and they do two full terms, if God willing, and Biden is still alive, yes, they keep on calling him old and everything. If he wants, he could run again. By then, people will know why he had stepped down. Okay, it will be in the future. People will know why he had stepped down at this time, currently, because he needs to save democracy. I think there's something bigger that will happen, and I think he already prepared for that. So the blame don't come on him, because they will think that the same reason why Trump is saying the election was stolen or whatever. So if he stays in the race, okay, with Trump, and then Trump did his BS, and then when President Biden has to save democracy, they will think he's doing it for himself. So therefore, he has to take himself out of the race and be able to defend democracy the best way he knows how. There's something he probably knows that many of us do not know. And I think that's why he took himself out. But if later on, after Kamala Harris's 2 term, if she does win, God's willing, if he wants, he could run again. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. Okay, it's predictable watching British once again whitewash the fact that they're a racist country, and their media is, there's the thing here, congratulations to all good people, but it doesn't change the fact that there are bad people, and a lot of them are in the media and government. That's what I would hear. They don't want to own their shit. And let us not forget the British royal family itself right into the core. All right, so there's that. So that's all with this. So this is regarding US politics. I respect her for that. Authentic. This is Taylor Swift here. Let me pause it and read the caption. Okay, Taylor Swift was right about Trump all along. It's about being on the right side of history. Your vote in November will create your legacy. You will either one day have to explain to your kids. Thank you. I've been saying this. I have been saying this. Okay, so let's start all over. Taylor Swift was right about Trump all along. It's about being on the right side of history. Your vote in November will create your legacy. You will either one day have to explain to your kids and grandkids why you voted for a convicted felon and a man who was found legally liable for sexual abuse, or why you voted for the first woman president ever who made a career out of locking up bad guys, protecting women from sexual abusers, and standing up for the little guy. Which will it be? That's a very good caption. I like that caption. Now, this is a video of Taylor Swift. I believe she has, I never really sit down and watch her documentary on, I think it's on Netflix. So if it's still up, you guys could go watch it in full. But listen to this one. I'm just going to put screenshots, okay? Let's listen.
Taylor Swift comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that. I'm sad that I didn't 2 years ago, but I can't change that. First of all, these aren't your dad's celebrities and these aren't your dad's Republicans.
Hey, Mike, imagine if we've got this idea that we could halve the number of people that come to next.
I'm saying right now that this is something that I know is right, and you guys, I need to be on the right side of history, and if he doesn't win, then at least I try. Really is a big deal. She votes against fair pay for women. She votes against the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act, which is just basically protecting us from domestic abuse and stalking. She votes.
And I believe she had some issues. This is why she's pointing to herself, stalking and all of that. So she knows what she's talking about. She's paying attention.
She thinks that if you're a gay couple, or even if you look like a gay couple, you should be allowed to be kicked out of a restaurant. It's really basic human rights, and it's right and wrong at this point. And I can't see another commercial and see her disguising these policies behind the words Tennessee Christian values. Those aren't Tennessee Christian values.
This is spot on. This is the thing I keep on saying. Well, she's explaining much better than I do. This is the thing I try to explain to people. I even tell you guys about some part of it. I don't go in full details about religion and all of that. These people they hijack every form of things that they know Americans take dearly, and then they use it to do their crazy stuff. This is exactly what she's talking about here. They use the religion or whatever religion it is, and they weaponize it. All right, let me move it back. Let me stop talking.
Policies behind the words Tennessee Christian values. Those aren't Tennessee Christian values. I live in Tennessee. I am Christian. That's not what we stand for.
That's it.
I need to do this. I need you to just, Dad, I need you to forgive me for doing it because I'm doing it. One pressing.
Her father is pretty much the same type of dad from West Cassidy. What's her name? I think it was Cassidy, the one who was working, I think an intern or whatever her position was when Trump was in office, who went to testify in Congress of the things that they were doing. Okay, she was the first eyewitness or something, not hearsay or anything. She was the first hand who saw what was happening and testified to Congress. And then Trump people was telling her, oh, we'll give you lawyers, we'll do this, we'll do that. And then, a very smart lady, when she went and talked to her dad to help her, the dad said no. Oh my God. It's really hard for many of these white men to see the reality or the burden that women are going through. And also it depends on how they were raised and how they, I don't know, the kind of thing they put in their head. But I'm glad she stood for herself and explained to her dad what she was seeing and her influence on people, and how the administration was pretty much eliminate other groups. So I hope the fathers see what's going on in terms of Taylor Swift, not Hutchison. I don't know. Maybe he sees the light now. I don't know. But yeah. But anyway, let's get back to the original recording.
I need to do this. I need you to just, Dad, I need you to forgive me for doing it because I'm doing it. Yeah, one press that can come to you. Yeah, that I don't care. If I get bad press for saying don't put a homophobic homophobic racist in office, then I get bad press for that. I really don't care. Me too. I think that it is so frilly and spineless of me to stand on stage and go, Happy Pride Month, you guys, and then not say this when someone's literally coming for their neck.
Wow. This is very powerful. Listen.
I really don't care. Me too. I think that it is so frilly and spineless of me to stand on stage and go, Happy Pride Month, you guys, and then not say this when someone's literally coming for their neck.
Wow. Very powerful. Okay, I can wait for a full endorsement. Oops. Let's pause it. Okay, I can wait for a full endorsement from Taylor. If that happens, it will instantly be over for Trump. All right. Okay, I'm glad she voices her opinion. She is a role model to millions of girls, and it really doesn't matter if she is canceled by MAGA Republicans, since they already hate her for being successful woman billionaire. Okay, one of the most successful musicians of all time. MAGA can denigrate her as much as they want, but it doesn't change that fact. I adore her, not just for her music or talent, but for who she is and what she stands for. Taylor is a good and decent person. Did I tell you about what is it? She was doing some sort of a tour, and I think the tour was going from different places, whatever. She used a company to help her transport things, and after the tour ended, she gave the company millions. Okay, and then the people who works in there, the workers, the individual, let's say you who's working, who help bring stuff in or whatever, each of these individuals receives certain amount of money. Okay, it seems like she did the tour for them. It seems like, because the amount of money she gave to these people for thanking them to help her look good on stage, this is how she repaid them. Okay, I think I spoke about it in one of my old videos. Okay, we were just fooling around. What is that here? All of this, you are absolutely right. Taylor Swift 13. We all have to step up and say our truth. We all have to speak out to be on the right side of history. Don't know much about her singing, but I love her mind and her values, and Taylor Swift's courage to speak up. Yeah. Okay, good to see her getting involved. If all the Swifties supporters Kamala, then November 5th is going to be a very good day. Okay, standing up for the little guy. I like how you slip that in there at the end, laughing my ass off. Okay, Trump is actually brain dead. Okay, I don't even want to listen to this. Okay, so there's more comment. That's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, So we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.